Let us start with a gentle warm-up, allowing the head to roll towards the chest, and then going further down, vertebra by vertebra, rolling all the way down, bending the knees. You may move to the sides here, allowing the head to move back and forth to the sides, releasing the neck. Coming back up vertebra by vertebra. We will repeat this 3 more times in sync with the breath. Deep inhalation as we exhale, rolling down. Staying down for a breath, relaxing the body. And coming back up. One more time. And now rotating the head to the right, neck extended. And to the left. And the arms to the back. Opening up the chest, letting the shoulder blades come close to each other, fingers active. And opposite direction. And inhale up. Exhale to one side. Inhale up. Exhale to the opposite side. And inhale up, interlocking the fingers. Long spine up. And exhaling, bringing the arms close to each other behind. The hands are trying to touch each other. And hugging your body, grabbing from the opposite shoulders, stretching the distance between the shoulder blades. And one more time, inhale, arms down, hands trying to touch at the level of the back. And one more hug. And relax. Now, grabbing the fingertips towards the ceiling, stretching the wrist. And down towards the floor. And opposite hand. And down towards the floor. And rotating the wrists in the opposite direction. And that will do. Now we will roll down into a tabletop position. The hands and the knees parallel. My hands are right under the shoulders. My knees are right under the hips. Inhaling, warming up the spine. Head and tail go up. Nice arch. Exhale, head and tail go down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And as we exhale, bringing the right leg forward and stretching out. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the knee towards the chest, trying to keep a neutral position. And stretch out. One more time. And stretch out as if there's a rope pulling from the head and from the foot into the opposite directions, engaging the core. And then you can place your foot on the floor, and I'm going to lift my right arm as I'm balancing on my arm and on my knee and on my foot on the ground. Chest open. You can fix your gaze at a chosen spot to keep your balance. And now stretching the side of the torso. And I'm going to turn my foot a little bit out to balance myself into an upright position. And I'm going to stretch in the opposite direction. And coming back, rolling back down. Again, turning towards the mat. And here I'm going to do a gentle push up as I lift my leg and bring it back down. As I push up, the leg goes up. And as I come back, it comes back. One last time. And now tucking both toes and lifting the hips up into a downward dog. Doing whatever you feel to prepare the body to go deeper into the postures, to warm up. And lifting the right leg up. And sliding it in. Just for a moment. Gentle chest opening. And going back up with the leg. And bringing it down. A deep stretch and going back into tabletop position. Deep breath in, belly down. And out. Continuing at Marjariyasana. And with the next exhalation, bringing the left leg forward and stretching. Inhale. Forward exhale. Stretch, inhale. One more time. And stretch. And placing it on the ground. And here I'm going to lift my left arm. Take a few breaths here, balancing, opening up the chest. And I'm going to push my body into an upright position and stretch in the opposite direction. And rotating my arms down, facing the mat. And push down with the leg coming up. The elbows are pointing to the back as I do the push-ups. Deep breath here. And as you exhale. And now tucking both toes into the downward dog to give your body a nice, good stretch. Lifting the left leg up. The hip is more towards, I'm not opening all the way up, the hip is more towards the mat. And I'm sliding my left leg just for a moment for a chest opening here. Enjoying a deep breath here. And going back into downward dog and lifting the left leg. And bringing it down into Marjaryasana. And slowly with control going into Vajrasana. And take a moment here to observe the effects of this flow. And let's face forward on our mat. You may need the sides of your mat. I am still in Vajrasana. And I am placing my hands on the floor. If it's too strong on your wrists, you can also put your fists, tucking my toes and pushing my knees up. My feet are in a parallel position. I'm on my toes. And here I'm doing this axial traction, the stretching of the spine in a vertical line, using the weight of my head and my hips. If it's accessible for you, you can place the heels on the ground as well. If not, just stay on your toes. Deep breaths in and out. This is a beautiful stretch, aligning the spine. With each breath, feel the energy moving up and down the spine. And allowing the weight of the head to bring the body forward again. Walking your feet a little bit wider apart to come into a wider leg stance with your toes and knees in a 45-degree angle, and placing your hands pressing against each other in front of the sternum. You may gently close your eyes. Focus on Muladhara chakra. And placing your fingertips back on the ground, and external rotation of the heels, so that when I lift my hips, I stay in a wide-legged position. I walk my feet wider apart into Padatonasana. And deep breaths in and out. Long exhalations. The neck is relaxed. The legs are strong. The breath even. And slowly walking your body towards your left foot, stretching towards the left. And an external rotation, further of the left foot. Internal rotation of the right foot, turning your body slightly to the side as you're stretching. Bringing the fingers into an interlocked position and pulling yourself up through your arms into an extension here. Stretch in the opposite direction. Chest is open, legs strong to keep the balance. You may keep your eyes open again for balance if you feel the need. And turning right foot into a parallel position, opening up the arms, going into Trikonasana variation here. My left foot is out towards the knee and the toes are pointing in the same direction. My right is in a vertical position towards the mat. The arm up is pointing towards the ceiling. The arm down is not putting the weight on the foot, but just gently resting. And you can look towards your hand up the ceiling as you breathe in and out. And rotating the body slightly into Warrior Two by bending the left knee, and the arms are in the opposite directions, again as if there are threads attached to the fingers, pulling them. Just a few breaths here with long exhalations. And rotating down this time, back to the initial position we have started, and walking our body together with the foot, turning inwards, left foot turning inwards into Padatonasana again. Deep breaths in and out here. And placing the right hand in the middle and lifting the left arm up, looking towards the left hand. A gentle twist. And coming back down, changing the hands. Now right hand up. And coming back down. And walking towards the right leg. External rotation of the right foot, internal rotation of the left. Grabbing your fingers behind your back, and lifting your body up, open chest. And further rotation of the right foot and internal rotation of the left, the arms by the side, going into Trikonasana. Head towards the ceiling. Long exhalations, and with the next exhalation, going into warrior two. Right leg bends, strong arms. Deep breaths, long exhalations. And rotating down, turning the foot in, the left foot in, going into the stretch that we have started with. And walking in with the internal rotation of the right foot to the Padatonasana. Again, deep breaths here, global stretch of the body, relaxing. And walking your feet a little bit in with the toes, knees out, bringing the hip down into Kagasana, hands pressing against each other. And releasing the hands, walking the feet closer to each other to stay on your toes, allowing the weight of your head and hips stretch your spine. And bringing your fists back behind your hips to help yourself into a seated down position with your legs slightly apart, your knees bent, and placing your hands under your knees and relaxing your body into a forward bend, Kurmasana. As you breathe in and out, bring your attention deeper and deeper into the heart. And that will do. Slowly supporting your legs from under the knees. And assuming a comfortable seated position, observing the effects. And that will do.